What's up, guys? It's JTB Gaming here, and today we're back with another episode of our Cambridge United Road to Glory. In the preseason, we would not make it out of the group stage as we were facing a Turkish team, a Premier League team, and a La Liga team. For our youth academy, I've decided to stay local as we'll have our scouts in Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, and Scotland. Looking at the other teams in the championship, Barnsley and Blackburn are the only two out of these first 7 teams that I think we will easily be able to beat, as the rest of them should prove to be a good challenge. Looking at these next 8 teams, Fulham, Huddersfield, Norwich, and Nottingham Forest should prove to be title contenders. Looking at these last 8 teams, I don't really see any of them as being huge threats, but one thing to notice is Peterborough got relegated last season. Looking at the overall of our team, we are now a 4-star team with a 74 rated offense, a 77 rated midfield, and a 73 rated defense. We now get into the first game of the season as we face Bristol City. Bristol City will be lining up in a 4-4-2. We will be going with a 4-2-3-1 as we start with Gillespie in goal, Laird at right back, Hendricks at left back, Omrigic and Barreto at center backs, Lopez and Brown at defensive mids, Gordson at left mid, Valera at attacking mid, Hansen at right mid, and with Waden up top. We will now get this first game of the season underway. In the 30th minute, Valera busts through the defense. No defender steps to him as he's able to get inside the box and smash it right upper 90. That goal by Valera has put us up 1-0 in the 31st minute. In the 69th minute, Gordson is dribbling down the line before he shoots. The keeper can only deflect it as Valera is able to get the rebound and put it into the back of the net. Valera's second goal of the game puts us up 2-0 in the 70th minute. At full time, it would be a Cambridge United 2, Bristol City 0 win for us, as we start off the season on a good note. The next game that we have is against Cardiff City in the league. After the first game against Bristol City, I was not fully convinced on the 4-2-3-1, so I've decided to go with a 4-1-2-1-2. For this game, I have Gillespie in goal, Laird at right back, Omrigic and Hendricks at center backs, Drummond, one of our youth players, at left back, Brown at defensive mid, Valera and Lopez at center mids, Gordson at attacking mid, with Hansen and Waden up top. Cardiff City will be playing a 4-2-3-1. We now get our league game against Cardiff City underway. In the 6th minute, Hansen is played in behind as he uses his pace to beat the defenders before he gets the ball and shoots it into the back of the net. After 6 minutes, we are up 1-0 thanks to that Hansen goal. In the 75th minute, Drummond is dribbling down the sideline where he crosses the ball into Gordson, who puts it into the back of the net. That Gordson goal would be the final goal as we beat Cardiff City 2-0 in the league. We now have a big league game as we host Brentford. Brentford will be lining up in a 4-3-3. I am still not fully satisfied with any of the formations we have tried so far, so I'm trying now a 3-3-2-2 with Gillespie in goal, Laird at right center back, Omrigic at center back, Hendricks at left center back, Brown at defensive mid, Lopez and Murray at center mids, Valera and Gordson as attacking mids, and Hansen and Waden up top. Currently, we are tagged with Fulham, who are first in the league, with only 5 goals allowed in the league so far. Looking at this image of the league table, we are in 3rd place with Brentford in 4th place, as we are only ahead of them by a 2-goal difference. We will now kick off this game against Brentford in the league. In the 10th minute, Murray is able to dribble into the box before he cuts it back, takes his defender, and shoots and scores. We are now 1-0 up thanks to Murray in the 11th minute. In the 51st minute, Valera is dribbling down the wing before he crosses it, and Hansen is easily able to put it into the back of the net. That second goal by Hansen leaves us up 2-0 against Brentford in the 51st minute. In the 65th minute, one of their players is played in behind the defense as he looks to shoot from a tight angle, and he ends up scoring. Brentford are able to get a goal back in the 66th minute thanks to De Silva. However, we are still up 2-1. At full time, it would be a win for us as we beat Brentford 2-1. We now have a Carabao Cup game against Brighton. I am trying another different lineup today. We will be using a 4-3-3 false nine with Drummond at left back, Hendricks and Ombrigich as center backs, Laird at right back with Gillespie in goal, Brown at defensive mid, Lopez and Murray at center mids, Hansen at left wing, Valera at right wing, and Gordson as a center forward. Brighton will be playing a 4-2-3-1. We will now get our Carabao Cup game against Brighton underway. In the 12th minute, Hansen is dribbling towards the sideline before he cuts it back and crosses the ball into the box, and Valera meets it with a header and puts it into the back of the net. That goal by Valera in the 12th minute puts us up 1-0 against Brighton. In the 40th minute, Murray chips the ball over the defense for Gordson. He muscles off the defender and puts it into the side netting. That goal by Gordson puts us up 2-0 in the 40th minute. At full time, it would be a Cambridge United 2, Brighton 0 win for us as we progress in the Carabao Cup. After beating Brighton in the Carabao Cup, in the quarterfinals we have been drawn against Manchester United. First, we have a league game against Fulham, who are top of the league. They will be lining up in a 4-3-3. After trying out the various formations, I've decided to stick with the 4-2-3-1, as I just feel the other formations didn't provide enough of what I wanted, and the 4-2-3-1 has. This game will really test our defense, as Fulham are the top scoring team in the championship. In the 19th minute, the ball is whipped into the box. The player takes a touch. Ombrigich does not get there as the ball is crossed into the box for a goal. That goal by Fulham has put them up 1-0 in the 20th minute. In the 62nd minute, Hansen is played in behind by Valera as he cuts it back, and Murray is able to get the easy tap in. That goal by Murray in the 63rd minute has tied the game at 1-1. In the 71st minute, the ball is played in behind. The player takes a touch, crosses it into the box as Ombrigich is beat for a goal. That Fulham goal has put them up 2-1 in the 71st minute. At full time, it would be a Fulham 2, Cambridge United 1 loss, as we lose to the league leaders. We now have a league game against Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn will be lining up in a 4-2-3-1. We will also be lining up in a 4-2-3-1. I have decided to play some of the bench players, as Mueller will be starting in goal, Laird will be at right back, Jansen and Guidi will be playing at center backs. I have just dropped Omergic and will be looking to loan him out, as he only has 55 aggression, which is not high enough for a center back. I have Drummond playing left back, Hendricks and Lopez at defensive mids, McEvoy at right wing, Paulo at attacking mid, Gordson at left wing, and Hansen up top. In the 17th minute, Hansen gets in behind the defense before he does a fancy pass back to Paulo, who is able to put it into the back of the net. In the 29th minute, Paulo gets the ball before he finds Hansen, who is able to dink it over the keeper to give us our second goal of the game. Just before halftime, we put all our players in the box as Gordson takes the corner. It goes into the box and goes into the back of the net thanks to our center back, Weedy. At halftime, we were up 3-0 as we have been dominating these shots. Possession has been fairly equal, but hopefully we will be able to score more goals in the second half. At full time, we would go on to win 3-0. We did have more shots, however none of them were able to be scored. They did dominate more possession, but that did not matter as we were able to hold on to our 3-0 lead. We now travel to Old Trafford to face Manchester United in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Manchester United will be lining up in a 4-2-3-1. They have De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Akanji and Umtiti at center backs, Reguilon at left back, Ndidi and McTominay at defensive mids, Ferran Torres at right mid, Christian Eriksen at attacking mid, Alan Saint-Maximin at left mid, with Rashford up top. We will also be lining up in a 4-2-3-1. We have Gillespie in goal, we have Laird at right back, Hendricks and Jansen at center backs, Drummond at left back, Lopez and Brown at defensive mids, Valera at right mid, Murray at attacking mid, Gordson at left mid with Hansen up top. In the 6th minute, Hansen gets in behind his defender before he cuts it back and smashes it near post. In the 20th minute, Hansen faces up his defender, skills him, and is able to dribble past him before he neatly tucks the ball into the back of the net. In the 25th minute, Manchester United play the corner short before it's whipped in Ndidi, who absolutely smashes it into the back of the net on the volley. At halftime, it has been a very even game, and hopefully we will be able to preserve our lead until the game is over. At full time, it is a Cambridge United 2, Manchester United 1 loss as we progress on in the Carabao Cup. After that important cup game against Manchester United, we now have a pivotal league game against Derby County. We have not made any changes since that game against Manchester United as we continue to line up in that 4-2-3-1. Derby County will also be lining up in a 4-2-3-1. In the 12th minute, the ball is played into their striker as Hendricks blocks it, but it was not enough as he gets the rebound and puts it into the back of the net. In the 21st minute, Gordson is dribbling down the line before he cuts it back to Lopez, who puts it into the back of the net, equalizing the game. At halftime, the game is tied 1-1. Derby County have been the better team statistically, but that is okay as we've been looking to counterattack, as that is how we have scored our first goal, and hopefully we will be able to score a second one in the second half. At full time, it is a 1-1 draw. Derby County definitely dominated the second half, but we were able to hold on as we earned the point. We now have another league game against Brentford. Brentford will be lining up in a 4-3-3. We will continue to go with our strongest 11 as we line up in our 4-2-3-1. In the 4th minute, Hansen uses his blistering pace to get in behind the defense before he collects himself and shoots it into the back of the net for the first goal of the game. In the 15th minute, the ball is crossed into the box. It is cleared but not cleared well enough as their player gets the ball and converts it from a tight angle. In the 28th minute, Lopez steps to take up the free kick. He puts it near post upper 90 and it goes in off the keeper. At halftime, we were up 2-1. Statistically, Brentford have been the better team, but since we are a team who looks to counterattack, that is okay, and hopefully we will be able to hold on to this lead at the end of the game. In the 61st minute, Murray is looking to get in behind the defense as he plays Hansen in behind, who neatly tucks the ball into the back of the net. At full time, we would go on to win as we beat Brentford 3-1. This was a very big game for us in the league as we were looking to get automatic promotion. The last game of this episode will be an FA Cup game against Mansfield Town. For this game, I will be playing the bench players as we have Mueller in goal, Romano at right back, Guidi and Ennis at center backs, Nasser at left back, Arnos at right mid, Carroll and Colombo at defensive mids, Paolo at left mid, Campbell at attacking mid, and McAvoy up top. Mansfield Town will be lining up in a 5-2-1-2. In the 49th minute, Campbell dribbles into the box before he gets to the end line as he cuts it back and as McAvoy is able to put it into the back of the net. In the 87th minute, Romano loses the ball before it is quickly turned into a cross as he converts the goal, meaning we will have to face them in a replay. Looking at where we are in the league, we are in 4th place, just 4 points off of an automatic promotion spot, which is not good, but it's also not bad, as we will look to get into that automatic spot in the second half of the season. In the Carabao Cup, we will be facing Southampton in the semifinals. Looking at all the players who will be leaving us at the beginning of the transfer window, we have sold Barreto, we have sold Callens, we have sold Giordano, we have loaned out Ferreras, we have loaned out Nasser, we have loaned out Campbell, and we have loaned out Wade. We have also loaned out Omrigic. I hope you all enjoyed watching. The next episode of this Road to Glory should be coming out in a few days, so stay tuned, and it's J2B Gaming, signing off.